Episodio número 9.
Yeah. Nine. Thank you, Saul, our producer in the background.
Thank you.
Welcome back, guys. Or should I say hello again? Yes. Could Have Been Pro is now back on the IE network. Sorry, guys. We had to leave. We thought we were big dogs.
We thought we were going to make it to the pros.
And we're going to be like blown up. And then we'd have been like,
no.
Wow, these guys made it. We didn't make it nowhere.
No. Could have gone to YouTube. Could have gone back to the network.
YouTube said, fuck you guys.
It's not happening.
It's not happening, boys. So we're back. Honestly, it feels good to be back.
Like
hopefully now you guys could, I guess, be watching us more often, guys, because we have some juicy stuff. We talk about some juicy sports stuff. This is the sports shows of the IE network. So again, it's very, I'm actually happy to be back.
Same.
After episode 1.
One episode is all we got.
One episode's all we got. Now you got 2 episodes, even though this is episode 9.
Our pilot went so good, they gave us our own channel and we fucked it up.
Our pilot went so good, they're like, you guys can go on your own. We're back. We're back.
We ran through the money.
we ran through the budget. They're like, you guys gotta go fucking back, dude.
At one point, we're back on our on the low funds. We had to go to the casino and flip all that back. Yeah, as you could tell, we're back on the network, so we did not win. But
as we said, guys, yes, this is the podcast Could Have Been Pro, the sports podcast. And if you guys don't know who we are, my name is Aaron.
I'm Randy.
And if you guys don't know Randy, that's Randy.
And if you guys didn't know Aaron, that's Aaron.
That's me. And of course, as we say, this is we're putting a face to the person. I think you've heard us talk about this man a couple times on IE and Friends, and I think on Bueno Bueno. The one that we call Tom Holland from Wish.
From Wish. Yeah. The Wish version of Tom.
Yes, your eyes aren't deceived. No, you're not blind, and no, your eyes aren't fucked up. That's Tom Holland.
Yeah, I could have been a Sun Devil too, but that didn't happen either.
Could have been pro.
It could have been pro.
You could have been professional stuntman, but you tore your liver.
Yeah.
I tore my big toe, dude. It was bad.
You're what?
None of the fucking nonsense. Let's get into our first and big subject since tomorrow.
Talking about nonsense.
Let's talk about nonsense. Yeah, recently, yeah. Since today is the fight. I say today, even though we're filming on Friday, but this is going up tomorrow, Saturday. So today is the fight of Ryan Garcia, versus Devin Haney. And yeah, just the complete nonsense that Ryan Garcia has been doing lately for this fight. I don't know if he's just trying to play like mind games or he's just trying to be like, a troll and get into Devin's head.
You can see where he's trolling. I think you can definitely tell. Like, I'll give you an example. The one that's obvious is the one where he's trying to rap and he's sitting down in front of his opponent and he's just like flicking his fingers and clearly doesn't know how to rap. And he was
that interview where he looked like a 80s Miami drug dealer.
Yeah, he looked like Shaggy Angel.
And then Devin Haney looked like he was Skeletor.
Bro,
why the hell was he wearing that? Whatever. We're not the fashionistas either here, but whatever. I don't care.
I don't care. Dressed as Miami Vice and the other dude had a Matrix. It was just so weird. I was like, it just does not.
Ryan's suit was cool and clean. It's just he was being very cringy and weird.
Yeah, in that interview. He was such like Caribbean look.
I don't care what fashion brand. I don't care what like high designer brand that is that he's wearing, but that shit was fucking garbage and trash.
Oh,
what Devin Haney was wearing? I'm not no fashionista either, bro. Like, not even close to it. But bro, I'm sorry, but I don't care. That shit costs $2,000.
It's that like Balenciaga, Rick Owens style.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. A lot of people don't. I can see why he wore it. I just don't think he's a person that fits with that outfit. Yeah.
Okay. Enough of fashion, though.
Enough of fashion. Going back
the interview
to the
very
nonsense.
Weird. Honestly, this has been a very like chaotic build to this fight. And like I said, I don't know if Ryan Garcia, like those rumors that he might be not, he might be going through stuff mentally.
I get
or he's just literally being a troll.
Yeah, you can, like I said, you can see both. The only thing that worries me about this whole like incident going on is. My bad. No, fucking choking on my own shit.
You're good.
The only thing I could see like this going bad for Ryan is he's focused too much on either trolling plus like some real problems he's having to face, kind of like getting kicked out of the Mets stadium, for some other dumb shit that like
he's been doing since the
I get it. There's no such thing as bad publicity, and I get that point of aspect. But at the same time, like only certain things can be amount of trolling. Because like for you to get kicked out of an arena, you're kind of doing like the same kind of trolling Dominic Mysterio's doing.
I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't hear about this. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. But he got kicked out of you're saying a baseball game, the Mets?
Yeah, he was
He got kicked out of the stadium?
Yeah, so he was gonna do the opening pitch, like
For the Mets?
Yeah, for the Mets,
New York Mets.
in New York. Yeah, like look it up right now. Pull it up real quick so we can see. He was with this promoter. He was with Oscar De La Hoya.
Wait, I thought he wasn't with Oscar anymore.
Just look. He has a contract with
his
own.
Keep talking about it. Keep talking about it.
He has no choice. Like it had, but just the fact that all of that's kind of happening in this time frame, it's hard to distinguish what's real and what's not. Because at least at the Mets, you know, like it's very private. When you go to a baseball game, how many things do they do that they do not show on air? You know what I mean? Like the chants,
that's crazy.
Like all that kind of stuff. Like the opening ceremony.
Yeah, right here. Mets eject Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Oh, and Devin Haney.
Oh, and Devin.
From their stadium, they kicked us out for no reason. That's what they claim.
Yeah, but there's always going to be a reason. And that can't be for publicity.
There is a video right here, too. I don't know if you want me to play it.
Nah, you don't have to if you want to watch it for
but right
yourself.
Here basically it says the stadium authorities had the decision in what happened earlier in the day of the Empire State Building where both fighters met for a promotional event for the fight. However, there was aggression with a slap included by Haney, who holds the title, whatever.
And you don't do that. Not in press conferences, bro.
Yeah, and it says the two would
just push each other.
The two would meet again at Citi Field, the Mets Stadium. But Major League Baseball team officials found in the previous event that perhaps it was not the best idea.
But why? They were already there.
So basically, they
were already there.
Yeah, they kicked them out because of the events that happened prior to that same day. But prior, they're like, and right here it says because they didn't want it to escalate to something bigger. Just in case.
But they were already there.
Yeah.
You don't kick,
I know.
Because what's worse, kicking them out in front of hundreds of thousands of people, or letting play out what would play out, even though because I think everybody can understand people fighting before their big fight more than people would understand why these guys got kicked out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So my thing is,
and then you have that.
My main question about this, right? About this whole thing. The craziness of it all, you know, I'm wondering if that's just like his like mind games to like make Devin think that he's not taking anything seriously, that he's just trying.
Well, he's not. Okay,
he's trying to get in his head, right? And then when it comes to the fight, like he surprises him. That's one option. That's one thing I'm thinking. Like maybe that's why he's trying to do all this extra shit. Which I mean, I don't know why you even need to do all that.
Yeah, like to answer like that first part, which is like. He's not taking it seriously. Let's start there. He's not taking it seriously. He went over 3 pounds at the weigh-in.
3.2 to be exact as well.
3.2 pounds. And you made a deal with Devin in front of everyone in the PR. Like $500,000 every pound that you went over. Okay. Yeah. You go over 500. You're paying what? $1.5 million. In those 3 pounds, you think I'm gonna give up $1.5 million?
1.5, yeah.
For 3 pounds, dude. Like I'm gonna take it serious. I'm gonna meet my weight class because I'm fighting at 140. Every point after that matters. Every pound matters after that.
And you know, it's funny how confident, or maybe not confident, or he was just he was just like. At that point, he didn't care when in the video where he chugged the
whatever that drink was. I don't think it was a beer.
It looked like
a beer, but if it was a beer, it was probably like the non-alcoholic or like those like super like white beers.
We don't know officially.
I don't think it was a beer.
It was definitely a beer bottle. Who knows what was in it? I didn't see the video or if he opened it. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was a Pacifico.
The video I saw was just him, literally it was already him chugging it. But yeah, it was a guaranteed beer bottle. It looked like a beer bottle. But to be honest with you, anything can go in that color, like teas, lemonades. But anyways, look, personally, I don't think Ryan is taking this serious. He already hurt his purse without even stepping into the ring. Let's start there. He's over here saying that he's taking shit seriously, but he clearly isn't. That's for sure. Yeah.
So. If I had to like bet my money, if somebody were to tell me, hey, who do you think is going to win? Devin. Every single time, all the way through, because Ryan, I don't know what's going on with him, but he has too much on his plate to still have enough time to be focused on fighting Devin. Devin, on the other hand, all he has that's really taking up his training and his things is a press conference and having to deal with Ryan before the fight.
Yeah.
Ryan has much more than that to fight with outside of that press conference.
And
because you can tell by his life and what's going on. He, after agreeing, hey, yeah, for every pound we go over. And you know why Devin put that out there? Because he knew he's not taking it serious. Yeah. He knew that there's no way in hell this kid is going to make my class because I'm working twice as hard as him. Mm-hmm. And he's not even like phased.
Yeah.
He's not going to make class.
That's why I probably think if it actually was a beer bottle, he already knew that he didn't make weight. But the worst part is they still give him a chance. You weigh in first, and then they give you some time to go and come back and weigh again to try to lose that weight. But he literally chose not to. He was like, I'm not going to do it. Like, he actually took a deal. He cut a deal with the promotions to keep the fight going on Saturday, but at where he weighs. He has a signed agreement, so they're still gonna fight they're still gonna fight, but he can't win the title. Even if he wins, he can't win the title. The title's off. It's literally like a non-title fight, basically.
So now it's not a non-title. Like, first, let's break it down as we go. What we're going.
So basically, on that signed agreement, he's gonna forfeit 600 grand straight to Haney. Like, whatever his purse is already 600 grand's already forfeited to Haney. That's a part of the signed agreement. And he doesn't have to step on the scale again on Saturday. He doesn't have to step on it again. That's part of the agreement. Because usually they have to step on the scale again on the fight day.
Damn,
but
this
on his agreement, he doesn't have to. But he's giving up 600 grand, and he won't be eligible to win the title on this fight.
Bro, he's gonna get
if Haney loses, of course.
He's gonna get hurt. But look, now everything kind of shifts, right? The narrative of the fight for each fighter shifts. You went from everything's on the line. You have a guy defending his title. And then you have a guy wanting the title, right? And believes that he deserves to have the title, even though this guy's like a wannabe John Jones trying to hit the club and be out and partying and not give a fuck and then showing up and beating people up. But he ain't no Robert Durant. Like, he ain't no John Jones. He does. I don't think he's that character. And to automatically forfeit over 3 pounds and then still make a bet. So you lose a chance at the title. That's your first L. Your second L is you already hurt your purse by making a ridiculous betting. And I don't know if you've seen what's been happening with Otani lately, dude. You should probably just stick away from any fucking deals like that by going over 3 pounds and costing each pound 500,000. So that's another L. Oh, and the 600,000 you just mentioned right now. Yeah. That's the other L. And then the other one is the publicity you're doing. Sure, there's no such thing as bad publicity, but now there's no reason for you to fight. There's no reason for you to actually beat Devin. Now there's no scenario where you beat him. All your odds completely went to the trash. There was other universes where you beat him, but now you just your chances slim to none because you have no drive, you have no hunger, you have no like attitude towards it, and you're just fumbling everything in the way like that can lead you to greatness.
Yeah.
And I understand if shit happens, but bro, you're supposed to be in control. You're supposed to have a camp. You're supposed to have people lined up for all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, where's the team, dude?
Where's the team helping? Where's the guidance?
The team can only do so much, bro.
Yes, the team can only do so much, but
they can't force him. Remember, he's his own person. He pays them, basically. So the team can have all the best wishes in your mind, dude. But if he himself, the boxer, if the fighter himself does not take this seriously, bro, the team can only do so much, bro.
So now you're Ryan's win is gonna mean nothing, right? So Ryan, the person that he is, I don't think he's gonna go out there with dedication. I don't think he's gonna go out there smart. I think they're just gonna go up there to put an exhibition. And if Ryan catches him, it means nothing. If he knocks him out, it means nothing. It doesn't mean that he's a better fighter. All of that is squandered. Just because it's an official fight in an official ring, that doesn't make it official because you're not fighting for something. You're not fighting for the title. You're not fighting for an upper class ranking. Yeah. You clearly just signed everything out in a way. Now, switch over to Devin, Devin's gonna feel like he's definitely seeing Ryan as a nobody. He's definitely seeing him as like, he's trash.
He
He
sees
even
him as
beat
a
me.
joke now.
Now he sees him twice as much as a joke because now he's like, now I gotta put up with you. Now that asserts a higher like brain dominance of like into the sports aspect where you're more dominant over the player now. You're like, man, you're nothing to me. This is what you fumbled, this is what you gave up. Like now if I lose, you lose. You don't win nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's going in there.
Even if he wins,
he can go in there.
nothing.
The best way that I can explain the way Devin is gonna go in there is like Mayweather going into the exhibitions. Like you're not gonna knock him out. You're not gonna make him look like a fool, and he's just gonna be there. Defense. He doesn't have to make any points or anything. He's just gonna defend you until you're tired.
I feel like Devin would want to knock him out just to make a statement too. I feel like either that or he's just gonna toy with him.
I don't think. Look, what I'm saying is Devin's not entertaining that.
Yeah.
He's not entertaining the knockout because he knows that like he has a higher chance of getting knocked out when you're going
he's
for a
just gonna
knockout.
go in there like if he's sparring.
Worse, I think he's going in there with like defensive sparring tactics only. Like, you know, when your coach only makes you do defensive style
To, like,
tactics
practice,
and you do that shit all day long.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna do for the whole
I
fight.
still think he's gonna go for the win though. That way, no.
I don't think. Well, what does it matter? You get what I'm saying?
No, I know, yeah, but I'm saying he should not go. He should also be careful because of course if he loses, there's still like that thing like, oh damn, he still knocked you out. So like
it doesn't matter though.
I mean,
now, if
that's
there was
if they entertain,
if there was
that's if they entertain a fight.
Okay, here, let me explain to you like this. Would it matter if in the Champions League, right? Just say Real Madrid pass and PSG pass, and they play for that title. What would it matter if they played a friendly? Because that's exactly what happened.
No, yeah.
Nothing.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Devin Haney should also be careful because
no one's going to talk about the friendly.
He definitely does not want to get in there and get caught by Ryan because Ryan can still catch him. Especially
that's why he's going to be defensive all the way through.
Because if Ryan does prove a point, there would definitely be negotiations for a actual title fight where they actually make weight.
I don't think so.
But no, I'm saying though, I don't think Ryan's gonna.
No, this is the only fight that was ever going to happen between them two.
That's why I just think Devin's.
And it's crazy because these boxers are the new torch that carry the promotions.
Yeah.
Like, you remember all the older boxers that
that's
actually
why people
promoted.
have said that boxing's been dead for a while.
Yeah, and it's the truth.
We grew like when we were younger. We grew up so
I remember
spoiled.
HBO. I remember all the HBO pay-per-view.
Remember all the fighters that were fighting back then. Even though the heavyweight division was trash,
yeah,
but all the other divisions were great. You had of course you had
Pacquiao, the A division champion.
You had Pacquiao. You had Mayweather. You had Cotto. You had You had Mayorga still. You had De La Hoya where he was still fighting. You
Chavez
had Jr. Yeah, when he was still hyped.
I mean, he was still pretty good.
Hyped.
He was still
Canelo was coming up too, but he was still like somewhere. Somebody. You had the British dude, Ricky Hatton at that time was still under him. You had who else have they? Who else was just around? There was a bunch. I'm literally forgetting names, but that era was
Gino. What was his name?
Maidana, Adrian Broner, just a bunch of like it was actual fights that were actually very popular because these fighters were just actual fighters, you know. And I think back then boxing did better at promoting the fights.
The press was like the PR was way better. Like they were
press conferences were better too.
Yeah,
and also I don't think it's because they didn't have that much competition from UFC.
No, but here's the thing:
UFC was on the come up, but it wasn't as popular as it is today.
But look at the people that were in charge of it. HBO has been making family entertainment for years. So for HBO to do a sport, I think it was very easy, you know, because they had all the cameras, they had the people, they had the studio and sets. So it's like we're filming a movie live.
Yeah, HBO and Showtime going at it as promotions. Like
you get what I'm saying? Like
that was a good time.
The press was always there. There was always the red carpets. There was always the flashing lights.
Don't forget Showtime. Showtime was a good one too.
Yeah,
it still is now. I mean, but
I'm just talking about like growing up. These were like the guys that made it popular because they had the mainstream media.
You know,
they had
even
everyone.
Worse too. Back then, social media was a thing, but now social media is like everything. The fact that you can't even promote off social media with these boxers is fucking crazy to me. Like the easiest promotion you're gonna get is off social media, and these boxers can't even get the hype behind that. Nope. Back then, they were getting hypes just because they heard the names. Yeah. The names had hype back then.
And here's the other part too.
In the boxing world, who has literally hype? Literally, like Canelo, of course, has hype. Who else is in that superstar realm, do you think?
Crawford.
But Crawford, yes. And that's the sad part.
Shakur.
Only mainly actual boxing fans don't name Crawford. Some casuals do.
Fury,
Anthony Joshua is one of the mainstream ones as well.
Wilder.
Fury, and he's already retired, basically.
Triple G, but he's
also on his way out, too. That's my point. There's not even that much.
Lomachenko's up there, too. A lot of people
He's mainly more of just the actual boxing fans, though.
Yeah, he's a technician.
Remember, I'm talking about back then, a lot of casuals knew who these boxers was.
I guess you're right, yeah.
And then now, not as much casuals know the boxers of today. Which, think about it. Of course, true boxing fans are going to give you your money. But where are you going to get more money from? The casuals who just come in like, oh, it's Saturday night. Let's fucking get some beers and let's watch the fight. Oh, you know who's fighting today? Oh, let's watch it. Even though they watched no press conferences. They watched nothing. Literally, the money was literally in the casuals. The money was in the casuals because even though boxing is a very famous sport, I don't think it has the most amount of... It has like nowhere near the most amount of fans.
Here's the only thing that confuses me about boxing is where the fuck is this money coming from?
Because UFC is way more popular now.
Look, I understand UFC makes a lot of money.
But boxing makes more somehow.
Look, boxing makes more somehow, but here's the thing. In the UFC, they profit a lot of that money and they don't spread it out as boxing does.
Yeah.
Boxing is kind of very open about saying like, yeah, we're paying them $100 million for this fight.
It's crazy, right?
You know what I mean? And then in the UFC, it's like the champion versus number one is like the greatest fight of the year. And each one is only getting paid like $100,000, $200,000.
No, more than that.
No, their sponsors are getting paid more. They're getting paid more by the sponsors, but for the actual fight,
your contracts, I don't.
You get what I'm saying? They're nowhere in the millions.
Yeah,
and these guys,
McGregor gets paid in the millions. I know Jones now gets paid in the millions. Well, he's been basically. If you're a huge name in the UFC, yes, your contracts are millions, like in the UFC itself.
But not in the
but not everyone.
Millions,
not everyone.
Or not even double-digit millions.
Bro, it's like it's crazy, bro. Like, these people bring the money in. And it's crazy, bro. Yeah.
And I can understand where some of the money comes from pay-per-view because I remember paying $100 every single time.
Speaking of UFC, let's get into the reactions of UFC 300. Good card. Really good card. I think it was entertaining. Not just UFC 300.
Sorry, but I just wanted to say out, this is the craziest thing about this UFC 300 thing when it came to like betting. I don't know. Maybe some people had the same experience as I did. Bro, I made $3,000.
Did you actually
on 300? But here's the thing. I was losing the first not the first fight. I think it was Diego Lopez.
You lost in that one?
Yeah, that's the one I lost, and I was betting pretty big, and I kind of lost the winnings for the first fight, and I came back. And somehow at the end, when I calculated everything in all my fights, I had made exactly $3,000 flat. And I was like, what in the actual fuck? It's just so weird. Like 300, 3,000, all kind of just weird shit.
No, yeah. Honestly, I think people got their money's worth, honestly.
So bro, yeah, this UFC 300, I think a lot of people are very confused. A lot of people... You're hearing these mixed emotions about UFC 300. I personally think this card for a 300 was spectacular. All the way through from the prelims to the main event.
Yeah.
I had to be asleep by 10. That shit kept going. If Alex Pereira didn't knock him out, that would have kept going. Like, the people in the East Coast didn't go to bed until like 1:12 at night.
And that started like what, 2-3 o'clock?
Yeah. So like, first of all, you got your money's worth in amount of time that you get to see people getting punched and hurt in the face. And we saw a lot of people get fucked up.
Yeah. And
they were not doing good,
aren't
bro.
Like the early prelims free as well? You don't have to pay for that?
Correct.
Did they charge for the prelims as well? Not the early prelims, but the prelims.
If you have the subscription.
Oh, okay. That's
so, yeah.
Because I know in boxing, when you do watch boxing, the prelims are always free. And then when the main card happens, you have to pay pay-per-view, of course.
Because it's the main fight card, yeah.
Let's just go over these quickly. That first fight when it was Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt.
I bet on Cody.
Figueiredo won by submission too, man.
Dude, he flipped it on him. Cody was actually putting up a good fight. He was dominating the first couple round. Like, I think it was like the first round. And then Figueroa just relied on his natural skills, which is I'm
got
gonna
him
take you to the ground. I'm gonna submit you. I don't even gotta hurt you.
Yeah, and he got him in the last minute of the second round too.
Yeah,
so
Cody
could have held
nasty.
on.
Yeah,
he had like 50-something seconds left, but
no, bro. When that guy is squeezing your neck,
yeah, I know.
There's no holding on. There's no holding on to air. There's no holding on to anything. Your hands are trapped.
No, yeah.
You're literally dead.
And then let's get to one of the bloodiest fights of the night. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. Bobby Green winning by decision, but geez, shout outs to Jim Miller.
I know how we talked about I remember talking specifically about this fight. But like Bobby Green, they're both both fighters are a little older. Bobby Green is clearly younger with more heavy damage to be able to inflict. And he's like Joe was, let's be honest, Jim, it was his last fight. Like one of his last fights, if I'm being honest. And
honestly, at that point, I think he was so fucked. I mean, shout outs to him. He fucking held in like a warrior. He took that beating like a fucking man, honestly, dude.
Yeah,
but by the end of that fight, dude, his face was literally fucked up, fucking red.
No, red. And then I saw the aftermath. He got like 21 stitches, and his eye is like stitch. Look up here on the lid, stitch. Down here, stitch, and then a little bit down the eyebrow. So like there was skin falling off, and there was no reason for him to go through any of that. There was no reason, bro. Like I just wish there was that like. You know, like in boxing, I wish there was like throwing that towel or like stay sitting on the bench, bro. Yeah. Or like have your coach keep you on the bench. Like, no, he's not getting up. I as a coach rather take that heat if I'm seeing that happen because they went all 3 rounds. That's 15 minutes of pain that dude went through.
Yeah. But shout outs to him, bro.
Shout outs to him.
And then the next one where Jessica Andrade got
I knew she was gonna win that one like that.
Rodriguez, literally by split decision, by the way.
There was nothing split about that fight. If you look at that fight, there was nothing split about it.
That was the split. That was the decision. It was split.
Man.
But at least Bobby Green, one of our IE boys, ended up winning because our next IE boy took a loss. Jalen Turner lost to Renato.
And it's all right. He's gonna come back. Look, Renato's really good on the floor. And I knew there was going to be problems. And I like how composed Jalen was the whole fight. The whole fight, he stuck to his plan. You can tell that he had a plan and he had a good guidance of what he had to do to win the fight. He saw his key. He was taking perfect advantage of what he had to. The problem is Renato has this like cowboy style in fighting. And you don't know what he's going to do. Sometimes you can be confident in like, I've been fighting this guy these last 2 rounds. I'm going to be okay because like the things that he's doing, he's not really like committing. And that's what Renato does. He doesn't think that you're committing to something and then out of nowhere, he's got you. And just like that's exactly what happened on Jalen.
Knocked him out in the second round. He won by TKO.
Yep.
And yeah, so that was the early prelims. Now we're gonna get to the prelims right here.
That one was
Youssef versus Diego Lopez. Lopez with the win with the TKO as well in the first round, dude. We backed up Youssef too. We backed up Youssef.
He bodied him.
Yep,
bodied him, man. Oh man.
Yeah, and then let's get to one of the biggest talks of UFC 300. Where people kept talking about Kayla Harrison's fucking body because she looked fucking ripped. Some people were saying that she's probably on steroids, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Which is like, come on, bro. They get drug tested, bro.
Listen, there's no such thing as steroids for a woman like her. She flips people, like their full body standing, people from 100 pounds to 200 pounds. She literally flips them like a pancake. They're standing straight and she flips them upside down. With her own momentum and the person's momentum. There's no steroids needed in this. Like this is what she does every day.
The funniest thing about that night was how people were making fun of Joe Rogan because he kept mentioning her back because her back was like, I guess, very tall.
Dude,
that was funny.
I wish I had her back.
He could not shut up about her back. I had her back, bro. That was the funniest shit. But yeah, Kayla Harrison getting the win by submission against Holly Holm.
Again. Go pick up 150 pounds of flour or rice or a big ass sack and all day long for 8 hours flip it from the ground up like a pancake all day long. That's what she does.
I wish I had a big sack. Anyways, then we have the featherweight bout. We had Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling, who took the win. People are still hating on him.
He's the most hated fighter in the division. But
It's funny because I saw a post liked by a lot of people that were like, "Thank you to all the fighters of UFC 300, except for this guy." And it was a picture. It's like,
look, here's the thing: you made yourself the meme of the most hated guy, and that's gonna stick whether you want it or not.
yeah.
Like you can become the nicest person ever for the rest of your life, but you'll always be known as like the most hated person.
And it's funny how they're like, bro, he won by unanimous decision too. It's kind of like, come on, bro, just.
No, I think he was doing really well. I really enjoyed that fight. I think
Sterling. I can't tell if it's actual hate or just meme hate.
No, it's definitely mean hate, but it's because his character, like the way he carries himself, is very like egoistic, and obviously it's fighting.
You have to be a little egoistic.
Yeah, but he made his own class of ego. There's usually a class of ego.
There's McGregor ego.
Yeah, there's like McGregor, but you're backed up. McGregor like stepped into.
Except for the later years.
Yeah, and he's no McGregor ego.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
No, I just think at this point
he also doesn't have.
I know why he was hated. I knew why he was hated when he won the title. The way he won it, it was like people were like, "Oh, you're a fucking scum," whatever, right? All that stuff. I think now it's literally just meme.
But it's like, what are you supposed to do?
It's forfeit? You hate him for.
Would you forfeit?
People hate him for the memes. Now.
It's like when you accidentally become like the vice president. Like you didn't mean to.
You know what I mean? Talking about? No, I don't know what you mean. That was a terrible analogy.
Because that's really what happened to how he ended up getting the belt.
Oh my god, bro.
He didn't mean to win it that way.
Oh my god, bro. Anyways, into the next fight. The fight, honestly, this fight should have been on the main card.
This fight should have made the main card. I would have switched this fight for the Bo Nickel.
Yeah. Everyone said that too. Like,
bro.
Because people even said like, we get the Bo Nickel hype. No, like don't get us wrong, but like look, Yuri.
This is where Dana White's like promotioning kind of like top tiers. He's still in the prelims.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? You're not seeing like, obviously we see Bo Nickel in the main card. I get it. Everyone wants to see him fight 100. I agree with you guys, but he's already in the 300 event. If it was like, if Dana White wasn't promoting like UFC 300, these are the greatest fights ever, there wouldn't be those people in the prelims. You get what I mean?
Yuri definitely should have been on the main card.
Yeah, of course he should have been on the main card, but I think it was promotional reasons. Because, like, what's the difference in money if you're the top in the prelim and versus the bottom of the main card? Yeah, they get paid. Let's be honest, they're getting paid the same, especially for this event.
No, yeah, remember you get more money on the main card than the prelims, so that even takes away from his pay. No matter like if you're on the prelims, you get paid less than the main card.
Are you sure?
Yeah, main card gets more of the money. Straight up, yes.
For the fight.
Yeah, you look it up for all the like all that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Any fight, any UFC, whatever, it could be whatever number, you get more money on being the main card.
But everybody was getting the same incentive, the 300,000.
No, yeah, but remember the money you make off the fight alone itself.
Well, look, again, like I said, Dana White.
Sorry, yeah, Yuri won by the way by TKO. If no one knew that.
Fuck, what a fucking knockout! Yeah. This guy was just pressuring. You know what was crazy about that fight? This guy just kept his hands down the whole time. The whole time he was fighting like this and like hitting him like with these weird ass jabs and like this lazy Luffy kind of fucking punching.
Yuri's a fucking
a beast.
And then we got the hype man himself, the first fight of the main card.
I parlayed him with everyone else that I thought might win.
I remember when we saw the odds on this, it was so crazy. The fucking odds of this fight, dude.
It was too.
Oh my god, they were like Bo Nickel just had him the win at this point already.
Yeah, like I get everyone wants to see him fight, but like still respect the amount of fights.
Won by submission in the second round.
Is there? I get Dana doing all this like promotioning and stuff, but where's the respect to the fighters in the chain? You know, like Bo Nickel, look at his fights, bro. Like he's great. Obviously, he's knocking people out. But like I'm starting to see a repetitiveness of like Khabib. The first couple fights, yeah, he's winning, but they're nobodies. They're people that are they have more losses. They don't have any
Cody
wins.
Brundage has a good game, bro.
I love Bo Nickel. I'm a big fan. I'm just saying, like, look, he's in the main card at UFC 300. He only has how many fights?
That was his 6th fight, I think. So he's
in the UFC, bro. Raul Jr. Rosas Jr.
Oh, Raul Rosas Jr. Yeah.
He has probably the same amount of fights, and like you don't see him in a main event.
On the main, he's been on a couple main cards for his fights though.
Not main cards.
Yeah, I think he has 1 or 2 main card
in
appearances.
UFC, a UFC pay-per-view event.
I know usually he's on the prelims.
No,
though.
he's only been on the prelims. He's never been on the main card ever. I've never seen him on a main card.
Look it up. I'm gonna have to just look back on that. But yes, he won by submission though. Bo Nickal with another hype.
I don't know. It's
hype
just
train's
like
coming.
You need to like all that fighting and going up the rankings, bro, should mean something when you get to main events.
No, yeah.
Like you're part of you're a main eventer.
This next fight, honestly, the number 1 ranked fighter losing against the number 4 ranked fighter for the lightweight division. Arman beating Charles Oliveira.
I can't believe he got out of that fucking headlock Charles gave him. That guillotine, bro.
And honestly, it was a good fight and close because this was won by a split decision. It was very split.
Nah, fuck no. Charles
according to the judges.
Yeah, Charles, if you saw that fight, Charles was getting fucked up at the last 3 rounds. Like the last rounds. Like it was not looking good. He was just tired. He was putting all that pressure to hold that guy down. And that guy's not easy to like hold down. That's for sure.
It's these Eastern Europeans, dude, I swear. And then now for me, fight of the night.
Fight of the year.
And we called it. We was like, we don't expect nothing less than fight of the night. We literally said that before when we made our predictions.
Yeah, we did.
And I took a Max Holloway win. I think, did you say Max or you said Justin?
I think I said Max.
Okay.
I remember saying Max because it made no sense. These guys are 2 gladiators, and it made no sense that the odds spread that was on there did not make any sense. Both of these opponents should have been ranked the same, like in the odds. But they weren't. Gagey had the biggest advantage, and I was like, you can't do that. You can't do that to the only UFC fighter that doubles his volume than his opponent.
Too. I swear, there's that meme where it says Max the last 15 seconds of a fight, and he literally is just throwing bombs the entire 15 seconds of a fight.
I love these new memes.
Dude, the best part about this fight was the way it ended, right?
Yeah.
5th round, it officially ended 4 minutes, 59 seconds, 1 second from going to decision, and he knocks him out.
Clean knockout.
Bro, you can't script that any better in a fucking movie. You just can't. You cannot script that any better in a movie.
That was the equivalent to hitting the buzzard at an NBA playoff. Yeah.
Will Ferrell can't even script this in a comedy movie. Getting a knock on the last second and you're getting fucked up the entire. No, I'm not saying.
I thought he was gonna lose in decision.
What a great fight!
I love the fight.
Max always shows out. I don't care if it's win or loss. I don't care if he's getting fucked up or he's fucking someone up. He's always throwing fight of the night candidates every fucking time.
I bet.
And then
I put my money on him.
Gaethje himself is also a badass. Well, that's why it's the BMF title.
Baddest motherfucker. He definitely deserves that belt. That's for sure.
What a fight, dude! I expect nothing less from these two.
But man, let's talk about
for this co-main event. I feel bad for these women that had to go right after this fight.
Dude, they went all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was watching it because I was interested in the fight, and I had to put money on Wei Li, and I think at the 3rd round, bro. 2nd round. I don't know if it was the beers already hitting. I just started knocking out. Next thing you know, I just remember opening my eyes and them cheering, and I couldn't even tell who won. I was like, dude, did I even win? And then I just see Joe Rogan talking to the winner, and I was like, oh yeah, Wei Li, the name pops up and everything. So I was like, dude, that's crazy. It was so boring. I'm sorry.
I honestly, no offense to them. I know this is a championship bout.
It was just too boring.
I think the co-main event definitely should have been Gaethje and especially because name value wise, and damn well these two were gonna throw a fucking fight, dude.
Yeah,
but I guess
it should have been the third one. It should have been the third one because it's champions. I get it. It's like the champion belt.
I get why it's a co-main
event. But BMF is just as much it's a belt. It's a title. No, it's a title, bro. It's baddest motherfucker.
You
should be able. You know what?
You're not an actual UFC champion.
What do you mean? They both are.
No, I'm saying you're not fighting for an actual UFC title.
But let's be honest. Everyone who's had a BMF belt has been a champion.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. What I'm saying is, but you're not actually fighting for an actual UFC title.
No, but okay. Then let's put some respect on some fucking BMF title belts. You should be able to walk into any division you want and get an automatic title fight if you hold the BMF. Because you gotta, if you held the BMF, that means you got the biggest dick and you walking it and you showing it off.
After that fight,
you put a leash on that motherfucker.
Even Gaethje himself, Holloway and Gaethje should definitely. They're both ranked. They're both ranked high.
Not only that, they're both number 2. They're both champions. They were held both
champions at one point. Yeah, of course. And of course, the main event ending round 1, first round.
It's so crazy the revenge Chama got back because like I saw the fight of Jamal Hill versus Glover, and he fucked him up. Glover because he's so like rich in knowledge.
Glover, like it's Donald Glover. It's Glover.
Glover, yeah.
Glover Teixeira.
Thank you for.
I'm sorry,
really
sir.
blanked out.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just done. We're done. All right, guys, peace out. I'm just kidding. First round and just the celebration after when he literally just points at him. There was rumor. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Adesanya at the fight, right?
Adesanya, I believe, was. So
because people are saying that when Pereira knocked him out, you know how he did the meme where he was going like that and then looking out to the crowd. There were sources saying that he was looking straight at Adesanya. I don't know that for a fact, but
like, why does Adesanya have to fight him again? You know, like
because people definitely want to see this shit.
No, here's the thing. Adesanya is one person. There's something called the division. The division needs to be. No, I know. If the division allows people like Alex Pereira to be in it and win the way he's winning, there should be people stepping up to want to beat him. If he doesn't excite more challenge to that division, that means everyone that's in there is trash and garbage and should not be in that division.
So yeah,
that is the truth. Am I lying?
No. Yeah. That was UFC 300. But exciting news for the upcoming.
Oh my God, the release! I think that was more important. I think even afterwards,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was like a little treat bag to go home.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care for 301. I know it's gonna be cool and good. I don't really care for it.
I do because you have two really good boxers.
What I'm excited for is 302 and 303 because, of course, you have UFC 302. The main event is going to be Islam. Dude, I always fucking struggle pronouncing his last name. Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier.
Insane.
Oh, my. Let's fucking go for the title, of course.
But look at the turnaround time. Poirier just fought, bro. Makhachev has had fucking 2 years?
No,
he's... Dude, his last fight, he hasn't defended his belt.
Also, that's in that same card, dude, stacked, Sean Strickland versus Costa.
Costa's going to be great. All that shit talking on Twitter finally caught up to both of them.
And then you got Brown versus Dos Santos.
No, and then you have the famous Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler.
June UFC 303, the main event for UFC 303, Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor. Something that people been
McGregor's gonna fucking eat this dude alive.
That fight for so
Conor is so smart because when the whole Contender Series was happening and they had a fight, I didn't see Conor in fighting form. Kind of how I'm not seeing Ryan in fighting form. Mm-hmm. I didn't see Conor in fighting for him, and I was like, this fight's not going to happen. I saw that early, and I was talking to it with one of my brothers. I was like, hey, like, we're watching these series. Like, does he look like he's in, like, fighting mode or, like, fighting shape, the way he carries himself and, like, the way he's moving? Mm-hmm. Chandler, on the other hand, looked ready. It looked like he was putting in time in the mat along with them. Yeah. He was ready to fight, and if they would have fought, I think Chandler would have won. But now that it all got delayed, it's all starting to make sense.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, UFC 3. What's it called?
You got Aldo for 301 as well, fighting. And so it's gonna be cool to see Aldo fight. 301 is pretty cool. It's crazy that we're seeing Aldo and McGregor fight in the same year.
I know, right?
That's insane.
I know, right? Yeah. So UFC 302 coming up June 1st. That's gonna be a good card, honestly. And then UFC 303. No date yet. But right here, this is also I'm excited for. UFC Whitaker. Fight Night, by the way, guys. Robert Whitaker versus fuck.
Chevman.
No, they Chimaev. I think it's Chimaev. Yeah. I think that's how people pronounce it. But I know he probably pronounces it different.
No, it's Chimaev. They pronounce it Chimaev.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, June 22nd, dude. That is literally a pay-per-view fight right there, but they're giving it on UFC Fight Night.
Whitaker, another guy that I think is the bouncer to the top 5 division. You know what I mean? I see that fighter as a bouncer. He's 100% like okay, we're gonna see. You know what's crazy? In that same UFC fight, the other Russian dude that's blind from one eye is fighting.
Right. Oh yeah.
Bro,
you're talking about,
how is that? How is that possible?
You're talking about
He's blind.
Magomedov?
Yeah, he's blind.
Yeah, you can tell. You can see. Look at the fucking eye.
Dude, I don't. Oh, so apparently those fights, the fights that guy fights in, he can only fight in certain areas in the world, in the country, that don't have any rules over him not fighting over a blind eye. So he's blind. His right eye is gone. And he can fight when he's a really good fighter. But it's just like every boxer every striker would just load up on his right eye. He would not see any hooks coming. He would not see any under.
Yeah.
He won't like, he's mostly going to do samba and trying to get you down and on the floor and then pelt you.
Yes, that's exciting news for the UFC.
So you know that's going to be like in Dubai or somewhere.
Oh no, yeah, it is. It's right there. The UFC Fight Night, the
that one.
Chimaev.
Check where it's at.
Yeah, it's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's the only way.
The McGregor,
I feel like that's a big advantage,
McGregor and Chandler is in Vegas, and then the UFC 302 is gonna be in Newark.
Wait, is that Wonder Boy?
Where?
Right there, under the Poirier. Yeah, them.
No, that's not Wonder Boy. That is not Wonder Boy. And then, of course, UFC 301 is going to be in Brazil.
The Pantoja one, right?
Yeah. That's the... that's the Pantoja one.
Hey, cool to see Lewis fight again, too. But,
so, next up, we got... Wow, just Champions League, man.
Oh,
what a great fucking quarterfinal round.
I've never been happier to be a PSG fan ever.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? Let's talk about let's start with the PSG one.
When I tell
you want to start with the Man City or the PSG one first?
You know, you're the PSG fan here, so let's start off with the PSG one. Let's do it. Honestly, I am so happy that we got good games each round, and if the first leg wasn't good, you got the second leg that was good, and then for both sakes, both legs were good. No matter what, like it was.
And you know what was even crazier? That even if you tuned in late, you picked up at the right time somehow. There is so much excitement. There was so much movement.
Yeah, I should.
There was so much.
He died.
No, you're good. There was a lot of like playmaking. And a lot of silly decisions, again, to heated tournaments where you should have a cool head.
Yeah.
So I say let's talk about that. Like, look, Barca had a 1-goal advantage over PSG. We were playing in their home.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were dominating the first 20 minutes of the game. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because they remember Rafinha scored on first. Barca scored first.
Mm-hmm. So they were up 2 goals.
Yeah, he had a double. Rafinha did really good this round.
He showed up.
He had a double in the first leg, and he had a double in the second leg. No, yeah, but the worst part, I'm not gonna tell you. This is the worst part. This is where fans get too crazy. I know we had like not a dispute, but we had like it was crazy. Last week about something else, but this is one where this is why fans take it too far. Not with the chance. I'm talking about. So you know how basically Cancelo, João Cancelo, for Barca. They PSG got a PK where they took the lead. Okay.
Which, let's be completely honest.
No, it was PK. No, it was PK. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is though, after that the match ended, right? Whatever, he's been getting his family has been getting death threats. They've been getting death wishes because he caused that penalty. Like, dude, and it's okay. Yes, I get it. You're a fan. You're angry. Totally fair. But
and here's the thing: there's those crazy fans. Like there's a lot of people that are chemically imbalanced in their head, and
or not. They not even that. They're totally quote unquote normal, but they don't know how to control their emotions, their passion for football,
sports, for
sports.
And so there's that aspect, and then you also have like the gamblers aspect. There's a lot of people, bro, that will like sign off their entire life savings
and
on
that's
a match.
On them.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
but they're over here. Their team is selling, like goals and wishes, like, yeah, we're gonna win, like we're winning, like this and this, like, you know what I mean? Like they're promoting their wins, are promoting like everything that makes it seem like they're moving on to the next bout. And a lot of these people that are their fans, they go overboard, and some of them.
It's like, how can you call yourself a true fan of the team when you're just sending one of your
threats.
players, and the family has nothing to do with this?
And like, how do you get how is it that you're so hateful that I'm pretty sure it didn't take you I'm pretty sure this guy didn't log into a website and then found all of their emails and like all their addresses.
I don't know how I don't know how they're receiving them.
I don't know exactly.
Them.
I don't know how they're receiving them, but if they're receiving them, you would think that by the time it took them to get that information, they would have had enough time to be like, you know what, I'm going too far with this. Like, this is clearly, there would be a significant amount of time for you to think this over. And it's coming to show that it's not. They actually send them out, and these guys, it's part of the game, man. It sucks. That shouldn't happen, but it's like, what do you do? Hire security and bulletproof cars.
I'm sorry, Rafinha didn't get a double this game. He got a double in the first one. He got a goal this one, so he cooked. Sorry, I was looking at something different.
He shouldn't. Look, let's talk about the penalty. He knew he was last man. He knew that. Because what he did, he tried to go for the least aggressive foul that he could think of, because the game was very intense already. That ref already knew people had been causing fouls prior to that, and he was already giving out cards.
No, that was a clear foul, dude. He clipped Dembele in the box.
He put his hand on his shoulder.
The angle looked like, oh no, he got the ball first. It's like, no, he was not.
No, he
Dembele literally stepped. The ball's right here. Dembele's foot literally got to the ball first, and that's when Cancelo slid in. At the same time, while Dembele was putting the ball.
He grabbed his shoulder first out of everything.
No, you're talking about the wrong one. That was Araujo.
I'm talking about the penalty.
Yeah, no, Araujo didn't cause penalty.
No, not the penalty. The
red card. The red card. Yeah, Araujo. You're talking about Araujo.
I'm talking about when he grabbed him in the shoulder that caused him the red card.
That's Araujo. He got the red card. That was the first half.
That's the one I'm talking about.
I was talking about the penalty of Cancelo.
No, I'm not talking about Cancelo.
That's the one who's getting the death threats, not Araujo.
Oh, no, I'm talking about... I'm talking about...
Your guys' PK, Cancelo, the left back that caused it. Or right back, sorry. I forgot what position he was playing at the time, because he could play both. The one who caused the foul on Dembele when you guys get the PK, he's the one getting death threats, and his family.
Yeah, well, again, does like...
Yeah, because they showed it in 4 different angles, and you could tell, like, it was a foul, because he literally clipped ankle. He literally got ankle first, because Dembele, they were both going for the ball. The ball's right here. Dembele's foot got there first, like, to take a touch in, out. But while Cancelo was sliding to get the ball, it was right there, he actually he got full ankle. So deserved penalty, red. I don't know. You could say yes, no. I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, but
you can say it was straight red. Oh no, sorry, he didn't get a red. I'm so sorry. I'm stupid. He got a yellow for that. Sorry, but I don't know why I said red. I'm so sorry. I'm literally confusing the Araujo one too. We both confused each one. When you said the shoulder, I was like, oh no, that was Araujo. That was Araujo. Yeah, Araujo was the last man, and he got him.
First of all, he knew he was the last man. Second of all, he knew that the ref was already giving out cards, and the game was already intensified by challenges. There was already the intensity. He was already saying, like, if you foul, I'm actually going to give you the yellow. Like, the guy faking it.
Yeah, I think, and then people are wondering why it was red. People don't think it was a red, but I'm like, no.
Anytime it's last man, no matter how gentle or how violent the foul is.
Yeah, because it's a goal scoring opportunity. You're behind him too, and you're coming in. Yeah, so... I mean, yeah, dude.
And then you put your hand on your shoulder at full speed. It was
100% foul. I know people are saying like, oh, Max should have been yellow. I understand what you're saying, but he was last man. So you know how that is. And you're literally, you're stopping a goal scoring opportunity, a clear goal scoring opportunity.
Because he was all by himself.
And
then Mbappe just showing up, and then
Mbappe
closing,
scoring.
Yeah, he just cleaned up the wound.
That and the pen, and then of course Dembele.
Here's
Vitinha, Vitinha with that banger from outside the box off that corner, dude.
Fire. I was talking shit about him the whole time.
Vitinha.
But look, Barca fucked up on one aspect. The moment they took out their youngster in the front and parked the bus, I think it was like minute 27.
Dude, Yamal was playing great.
If they would have let Yamal stay on the field instead of switching him out and then parking the bus, they wouldn't have lost by 2 goals.
Yamal was doing pretty. Dude, we've already talked about this. The fact that this kid is 16 years old.
Yeah, champions.
Debuted at 15.
And is being relied upon.
And has played
by
almost.
Barca.
He's played but one. No, sorry. I think the stat was he's started every game but one this entire season in La Liga. And I think in Champions League he started every single. I think he started every Champions League game. I forget the stat.
But you get what I'm saying, right? 16, like you're the guy that's actually giving you all the making opportunities
he's creating all opportunities.
He's creating every opportunity for Barca. But here's the thing: the moment they took him out, I knew that they were parking the bus.
It was a drop off in level for sure.
No, I just knew they were going to park the bus. All they were going to do was try not to get scored on. And if they could counter, they'll counter with who they had, which was Lewandowski. And, well, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why you take out your
creative player,
chance creator. I don't know why.
It's like
one of your more deadly, one of your best players on the wing, one of your best players in the team. How crazy is to say that, bro? The fact that a 16-year-old is one of your best players.
And then your coach gets a red.
Yeah. Xavi gets a red.
Bro, there was just like... the game was just too heated. And when the game is heated...
Yeah, but he's always been like a cool, level-headed guy. He's always... Even in his playing days...
But it's like...
He's not a scrappy guy.
Yes.
Yes, he would have his conversations from here and there, but not like nothing like...
Bro, but him and the coach got... Him and the...
The assistant?
The assistant coach got...
I just saw him get a red. Because he kicked not the scoreboard, but the little board.
The little promo board.
Yeah, the little board that was right in front of the fourth referee, the fourth official.
Yeah, but PSG well-deserved that, like...
Hey, you guys got your remontada back. From that last time you guys were 4-0 up, and they ended up losing 6-1, right? Yeah, you guys lost 6-1 that time.
Damn, and now we have a chance for
now you guys have a remontada of your own.
And then we going against Dortmund, another one.
Oh, that's don't count out Dortmund, but I'm saying you do have a favorable.
Fuck yeah, I'd take that over Man City or Real Madrid. Which either way, we're gonna have to fight one of them at the end.
If you guys do get past Dortmund, which I think you guys should.
We should. On paper, we should.
On paper, you guys should. But remember, don't count out Dortmund because they did come back against Madrid. Let's go to that one. Actually, the team you're playing.
Dude.
Dortmund winning 4-2.
What? I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching these games, bro.
I saw that. I was like, my unemployed friend on a Wednesday. I was like, it's fucking 12. How the fuck are you there?
How are you chugging a tall can beer at Buffalo
you be
at 12?
What the hell? But yeah, on aggregate, it's crazy because the Barca and Madrid game, the Barca and PSG game was 5-4 in aggregate. This game was also 5-4 in aggregate,
and it's
4-2. It was a roller coaster. You literally had Julian Brandt scoring that first goal, right, which gave him hope. So everything's going good. And then out of nowhere, Dortmund scored a second one literally 5 minutes later. Madsen with the second goal. And then what basically gave Atletico the confidence again was when Mats Hummels scored an own goal in the second half. Literally just 4 minutes, 4 minutes after the second half started, Mats Hummels scoring that
I didn't even
goal.
Pay attention to that game because it was so
honestly, boring. Atletico had a lot of missed opportunities.
Wait, are you talking about Atletico?
Atletico and Dortmund. I'm talking about Atletico and Dortmund now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Morata when he was 1-on-1 and he chipped it to
Man City and Real Madrid.
No. I'm talking about Dortmund because I'm talking about the team that you're gonna play against.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Man. I was talking about one of them we're gonna see in the final. Whether it's Real Madrid.
I'm talking about. I was talking about the team you're gonna play in the semis.
I don't care about Dortmund, to be honest with you.
But we still have to talk about it, dude. What do you mean? Atletico fucked up though.
I didn't even see the games, bro, because I already knew either one of them. They were gonna get kicked out.
I'm telling you, Morata literally missed a 1-on-1, chipped it. It literally went right across. And it literally just skipped through the. He barely missed it, but he literally tried chipping it. Oh, it chipped over the goalie's shoulder, and it literally missed just the right post. 1-on-1. I don't know. He got subbed out in the first half. After the first half, he got subbed out to go in the start in the second half. Correa started. Correa got subbed in for him, and he also did the same exact thing. He missed a 1-on-1 as well. But he did score though. He scored the second goal for Atletico in the second half as well. And at that time, Atletico were leading. They were leading now, so they're up front again. And then Dortmund literally coming back, dude. 71st and 74th minute, dude. 2 goals back to back, 3 minutes apart to win it. To end up winning it all.
Yeah.
5-4. So yeah, PSG and Dortmund in the semis, and now we're gonna get to. Before we get to, we'll get to Bayern and Arsenal, dude. 1-0. Bayern doing what they had to do, they got a goal by Joshua Kimmich,
Moving
and that
forward,
was it.
Yep. And now they got a
Arsenal season is slipping, dude. You're talking about a team that was literally in first place most of the Premier League. And now they're in third. Now they're in third place or second. Yeah, something like that.
How many matches are left of the season?
8 or 7, because I know they've played 32 for sure, but I don't know if they've already played the 33rd. So they have 8 or 7 games. Oh, sorry. So fucking stupid. 6 or 5 games left. Sorry. There's only 38 games this season in the Premier League. 6 or 5 games left, because I don't know if they've played the
I think they still have a chance. It's just
no, yeah, but people are saying the season's over because Man City usually always ends up doing their best
top out of nowhere.
They always switch it up literally when it counts the most. But no, yeah, Bayern are knocking out Arsenal. Now they're knocked out of the Champions League. Now they're in third place in the Premier League. So I mean, they can still technically win the Premier League because they're only behind by 2 points. They're tied on points with Liverpool at 71.
Just one win away.
And yeah, and they also need Man City to lose.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, and they also need to make sure Liverpool don't end up winning any games. They make sure they lose again or tie.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then, of course, the one that people the 2 favorites of the whole tournament, Man City and Real Madrid. One of them was going to get knocked out early.
Look, I knew if they went extra time and penalties, Real Madrid was going to win.
It's that English club curse, dude.
No, it's not even English club curse. Let's break down who Real Madrid is.
No, because you know how the England national team has a curse on penalties,
I get that, but that's not it. That's not it. That has nothing to do with it. What has to do with extra time and penalties is simply who is more invested in their players. I'm going to tell you right now, Man City is pretty invested in their players, but not at the level that Real Madrid has for as long as they have. They have top facilities. They have the top medical and nutritionists and medical advisors ever. The best athletic trainers and all the technology for them to go longer distances, breathe better air, better quality, their training tactics, all of that is a big factor into a training camp would be in fighting.
Yeah.
So, if I will always have my money on extra time and penalties on teams like Real Madrid or the Barcelonas or the PSGs or the AC Milans that have the highest technology in their camps for those extra times, because all of that comes into factors, I think.
You do realize that Man City has one of the best training facilities in the world, right?
Who?
Man City.
No, I'm not saying
no. Everything you just said about Madrid, Man City literally has everything and more even better since they're.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not as long as
they're the richer club. Remember, when it comes to money, it doesn't matter about. The only where money matters is transfers, right? Because there's FIFA fair play.
Let me just put it this way. What to you is better? Coca-Cola that's been invented since I don't know how long, that formula, or a today's soda that just came out?
I'll tell you like this. What I prefer and what's better is that fact that Madrid has been there, done that in the Champions League.
And it showed because they lost.
No, yeah. So if you're going to count on just pure who has more experience and better odds, it's definitely Madrid, because they literally this is Madrid's tournament, dude. Anyways, every year, it's literally Madrid. No matter,
they're a different player. They're a different team.
They could be playing like shit in La Liga.
Real Madrid is a different Real Madrid. Don't ever talk to me about a Real Madrid being ass
in Champions League.
That does not exist to me. If somebody were to say that, I would truly consider them to be a little on the chemically imbalanced side.
This is Madrid's tournament, dude. No matter what, they could be playing like shit in La Liga, but when it comes to Champions League, they'll turn up.
They show up every time. And they're gonna go to the final.
Who's the better team on paper? Definitely Man City. Yeah. They are the better team. They're still considered the best team in the world, and I can see why. They do have the better coach. Pep is the better coach than Ancelotti. But remember, Ancelotti has I think Ancelotti has more. Yeah, Ancelotti has more Champions League wins.
I was gonna say Ancelotti to me is a better coach than
No, Pep Guardiola is definitely the best coach in the world. But
I think by the time he retires, he will. But if you were to put him side by side by Ancelotti, I think Ancelotti is a better coach.
I tell you right now, you literally ask any other football fan, and they're gonna say Pep is the best coach in the world.
Of course, they're gonna say Pep is the best. He's only been coaching Man City and Barca, and I'm not saying he's not the best in the world. He is in the top 5, no matter what. But if you are to put him next to Ancelotti, he has more experience than him. He's played more games than him. He's literally done more, I feel, than Pep has. That doesn't take anything away from Pep, though, and what he's done.
If I'm correct, Pep either has 3 Champions Leagues or just 2, but I think he has 3. 2 with Barca and 1 with Man City. He failed to win it at Bayern. And Ancelotti, I think he has 5 or
but then
5 or 6 as a coach.
But now let's talk about range. Ancelotti.
And Ancelotti has more
He's
experience.
done PSG. He's done Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
He's done German teams.
He's done AC Milan.
He's done Italian teams.
Yeah.
He has range. And let's be honest, he's won a lot of trophies with all these different types.
Yeah.
So
and so has Pep, but the only thing that
but how many do you come? Okay, best example. A lot of people don't consider like Pacquiao a champion, even though he won 8 different divisions.
He was a former champion, of course.
I think he's a true champion. That's a true champion. Someone that can go into multiple divisions and win. And it's like Pep doesn't have that many compared to, you know what I mean?
No, yeah,
if you're comparing both of them, I think Ancelotti's going to win every time.
Yeah, they both have stacked trophy cabinets.
Oh, I bet they do.
Pep has 3 Champions Leagues, 4 Club World Cups, 5 Premier Leagues, 3 Bundesliga titles.
Damn, 5 Premier Leagues is insane, bro.
Right?
5 Premier Leagues is insane.
So he has 3 World's Best Coach trophies.
Well deserved.
Yeah. 3 Champions Leagues. I was right. It was 2 with Barca, 1 with Man City. 4 Club World Cups. 5. Oh my dude, what the fuck, dude? Sorry, guys. I'm over here. Stupid fucking. Sorry. 5 Premier Leagues, 3 Bundesliga titles, 3 Spanish La Ligas, 4 UEFA Super Cups, 2 FA Cups, 2 German Cups, 2 Spanish Cups, 4 League One Cups, 3 Spanish Super Cups, and 2 English Super Cup titles. That's literally his whole.
Yeah. What about?
No, I'm gonna look at. Hold on, I know I'm gonna go to Ancelotti now. Yeah, I'm not just trying to discredit, because when I was watching the game, I was like, who's the manager with more
skin in the game,
more clout in the Champions League? Is definitely Ancelotti.
Oh fuck yeah,
yeah.
Especially like his.
So this is Ancelotti's title cabinet. That was gonna be more, but it's actually not. Like as in like. Certain trophies. So he has 2 World Best Club Coaches awards. He has 4 Champions Leagues. So he has 1 more than.
Well, let's be honest. He has a really good team.
He has 2 with Milan and 2 with Madrid.
I was gonna say, like, let's be honest. He got him with 2 really good teams.
Yeah, the 02-03 Milan and the 06-07 Milan. And then he got one. He got one with the 13-14 Madrid and then the 21-22 Madrid. He has 3 FIFA Club World Cups, 1 Bundesliga title, 1 English, 1 Premier League, 1 French League, 1 Italian League, 1 Spanish League, 4 Super Cups, 1 FA Cup, 1 Spanish Cup, 1 Italian Cup, 2 Spanish Super Cups, 2 German Super Cups, 1 Italian Super Cup, and 1 English Super Cup. So I'm not going to lie to you, Pep has been doing it for less time, but he has more titles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
at the Premier,
I guess title wise too, Pep is the better coach.
But here's the thing: it's also how your career goes. You know, like they're not in charge of their career like people are in soccer, like with your position. These guys have to sometimes travel to just 1 year and go to Germany. Because let's be honest, if he wanted to stay in Germany, I don't think he'd have the chance to go and be every single team there or stay with one team. They fire their coaches every 2 years.
You know what they have in common? They both basically failed at Bayern in a sense of they won the Bundesliga, but not the Champions League.
Champions, yeah.
So they both
Yeah, they didn't conquer.
They didn't conquer.
But
no, yeah.
Let's
I
already knew Man City was gonna lose if they went to extra time, and I actually betted on that same reason.
Yeah.
To qualify, I betted on Real Madrid.
For those PKs, dude, honestly, they were shit. I was like, oh, Madrid, great players, great takers. Man City, great players, great takers. And honestly, it was ass. Both. I was expecting them to go to like the 6th, 7th penalty.
I thought it was gonna be like.
I thought it was gonna be like they're gonna score every 5. I wasn't gonna go.
No one's gonna miss. No, I thought nobody was gonna miss. I thought nobody was gonna miss.
I thought it'd be all good.
I honestly thought when it came to penalties, they were gonna hit the pole.
And look who let us down, bro.
I know.
The player that we've been hyping up,
the whole
Bernardo Silva, literally trying to just play down the middle, and Lunin just did not fucking fall for it. Oh my God. And then Modric fucking missed.
Which, fuck, dude.
That's crazy. Bellingham stepped up and just, dude, at 20 years old, man, literally being one of the best midfielders in the world at just 20 years old.
And there is a lot of time wasting that game. Like, there is a lot of like, I don't know what was happening that game either. Like, there was a lot of.
When Rudiger stepped up, I thought he was gonna miss.
Oh no, he plays so well.
The fact that Ederson came in and fucking showed everybody how to take a fucking penalty was amazing.
Nuts. When I saw the goalie, when I saw goalie on goalie, I was like, yo.
I was like, Lunin, take one. Goalie on goalie again. Let's fucking run it back. I was like, Lunin, you're not down, bro.
I thought that's what was going to happen.
He was like, oh, you want to score on me, motherfucker?
Let him pay the favor.
That's crazy.
Imagine a campanita go. Fuck.
Dude. Predictions. We got the semis coming. Tuesday, April 30th and Wednesday, May 1st.
All right, PSG is going to win the first round. First leg. First everything. They're not going to let off the gas from now on.
What's that first leg on Tuesday, April 30th? Bayern and Madrid. 1-0 Madrid?
Oh, Bayern.
Bayern Madrid.
What are you talking about?
The semis.
Oh, it's Bayern Madrid?
Bayern beat Arsenal.
Sorry.
We talked about it. It was quick. It was 1-0. It was done.
Completely blanked out.
Yeah. Bayern and Madrid. Tuesday, April 30th. Bayern's at home first.
I don't want to play another German team after just fucking fighting against Dortmund.
You guys literally played the 2020 final.
I know.
PSG and Bayern, yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to play them again for a final, or even the fact to have to play 2 German teams back to back.
Wasn't that the 2013 season or 2014 season where it was Germany? It was Germany. It was 2013 final. It was Dortmund versus Bayern. When
they did that big clash, like they came out with like the like knights. They had shields and swords.
That part.
No, yeah, they came out like they were dressed like in like the 2013 final. It was.
Yeah. You talking like the before the game presentation, like
the ceremony? You know when they walk with the ball, they're getting the ball. They came out like dressed up as like like their country's like swordsmen, like military swordsmen.
Totally forgot.
No, it was really cool. If you look it up, you can see it. It's actually really cool. And they all walked out with shields and a sword.
So what's your prediction for that? We'll predict the second legs after, just first leg only. First leg only.
I think Real Madrid's gonna open up a can of whoop ass.
They're away.
Doesn't matter. Real Madrid is still gonna open up a can of whoop ass like a 2-0.
I can see them doing that at their home, but not like
2-0.
Not at Bayern. 2-0.
2-0
away.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Especially because a lot of Bayern's teammates are also gonna leave after this, so it's like summer's coming, transfer window. Alphonse Davies is.
I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Bayern win in the first leg, because my prediction for the second one's gonna be different.
Yeah,
you'll see. So 2-1 for Bayern for me that first leg.
Nah, Real Madrid's winning for sure.
No, I mean I can see why.
You want something fun? I get it.
Yeah.
PSG.
Because my prediction for the second leg is gonna be
PSG versus Dortmund.
You guys are losing, dude.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Nah, I'm thinking like a humbling 1-0.
That first leg, Dortmund is home first. So,
I think it's gonna be like a 1-0 PSG
against the yellow wall.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know damn well how crazy it is to play in Dortmund. You should know that.
It is when you have good talent.
They do have a good talented squad. It's not one of their most talented squads ever.
Exactly. And we played their talented squads when they had Haaland.
So what's your prediction for that first leg?
And we had a really good talent too, but we couldn't do shit. We had a nasty ass coach.
What's your prediction?
Oh, 1-0. Like a little humbling 1-0. Yeah, it's only first leg.
I don't know if you want to predict that
ease up
second
to
leg
it.
right now or you want to do it after.
No, we'll do it after because
Alright, cool.
we're posting these.
Yeah, you're right. So that's our predictions for these semis. Let us know your guys' predictions for these upcoming semis.
But yeah, I think that recaps it all for this week.
Guys. Thank you guys again. We're glad to be back on the network. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys liked that first one. If you guys did, we're back, and hopefully you guys support us on this one, this new show on the channel.
I'm just happy to be readopted.
As we said in the other ones, please let us know in the please let us know in the comments. What do you guys want us to talk about for next week's episode? Any comments, concerns, any advice? What do you guys want? Like, we want to hear from you guys yourselves in the comments.
More
about
game
what we should
trivias.
talk about more, what sports, all that stuff. I want to hear from you
know
guys.
what we need to do the next one though? We need to choose our starting 11.
We do. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
But hit us up for the next episode. We will be here on the new IE network.
We're back.
And we're back.
We couldn't make it on our own. We could have been
we could have
been on our own.
And we could have hit we could have got a YouTube plaque and we didn't get that. That's out of the question.
At this point, we could have been fucking nobody.
It could have been nobody. But thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Peace.
And let us know why you could have been pro.